some the time I know it's going to be fine. That's just what I hope.
Yeah, sure. It's all fine. Sorry, were you people seeing my screen? Was I sharing? I was sharing my screen, right? Are you people able to see it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. So I'm going
Even
to.
now.
Okay. I'm going to stop the streaming. I was trying to test something. So um, we've been trying to record and stream directly our sessions, but I was finding some difficulties. But I think I've solved the problem. And when I solved the problem, Joshua is not online now. Maybe he's busy at church or something. So I'm going to start off this session. Join. So I'm going to. I think I recorded last week's session.
Now recording.
All right. So good evening, everyone. Good evening, Sir Charles. Good evening, Felicia. Felicia. Felicia, unmute your mic. Good evening. Hope you are doing great. Hope your network is better today. Felicia, can you hear me? Hmm. I don't know if she can hear me. All right. So I think I'll just kick off. I was waiting for other people to join in, but I might just kick off on the whole stuff. My light is okay. Now that's better. If it doesn't run down. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thanks for joining in another Libras Hangout. Tonight we are going to be talking about portfolios. Who knows what a portfolio is? In simple definition, anybody, you can mute your mic and let me know. Who knows what a portfolio is? Who knows what a portfolio is? Sachigozi, your mic is unmuted. Um, so, Charles, you wanted to answer?
Okay. Yes, sir. Let me just. Okay, like with the experience I have with portfolio, I know that portfolio is just could be something that has to do with a landing page or a hero page that has to do with your description that has to where a potential client gets to reach out to you that tells people about you. That is just like in a brief what I can say about it. Tells about you and everything you do online. If you want to get to reach you out.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Any other person who does any other person know what a portfolio is? Felicia, are you with us? No, I think not. Sachigozie, do you have any idea from your own standpoint what is a portfolio?
Okay, I think it's just a description, something that tells people about who you are and what you do, like a pointer to what you offer and what you've achieved in time past.
Okay. All right. So no problem. Thank you very much. Um, nice. All right. So tonight I'm going to be talking about portfolio, and I'm going to be debunking some of the things that we know about portfolio, because I'm very sure a lot of us just generally think portfolios means having a website or something. But now, portfolio is welcome, Anthony. So, portfolio is majorly a means of displaying, number one, a means of where someone can be able to know what you do and see what you do. So, where they can know what you do and see what you do. Generally, where someone can in one place identify your value. Do we understand? So generally, where someone can identify your value in one place, and it is very important for us to have one such kind of things, because this is the only what whosoever is coming to you for any deal, for any business, joyous welcome. So, in no matter your niche, no matter where you are or where you're coming from or what you do, people must be able to see your work. And I've always talked about social media marketing, marketing yourself through social media. But one thing about social media is that you can't really have a one in all place that people can just come in, know who you are, and see everything you are. And that's where social media is a is an aspect of portfolio. So your professional website, or sorry, not website, your professional accounts an aspect of portfolio that is directly, it can be used as a portfolio. So I'm going to be talking about different ways at which you can host your work as a portfolio, not necessarily always a website. Um, the aim of a portfolio is majorly where can they see who you are and see the things that you offer and the value that you've done, and an archive of some of your previous works. Very important. So it is very important for people to be able to easily in one, anybody that comes to meet you, sorry, can I see your work? One link directly, especially on the internet, one link should carry them to where your work is. There must be a way you display your work. Whether you be a voiceover artist, like people like Joy, you are a designer, like people like Anthony, you're a video editor, like people like Charles, you're a fashion designer, like people like Felicia, you are a
Has been
businessman,
littered
like
with
people like
mistakes.
Chigozie. There must be a way that people see your work. As a businessman, like Chigozie now, for example, physically, there are people that display their works in their malls or somewhere, that people can directly see what they are doing. And even online, there's also ways of displaying your product or products that you've sold or product that you've created. Anything that you do, there must be a way that you need to create it. See, if someone meets you and asks you what you do and you find yourself still having to explain your work and not having proof of work that you've done before, you cannot sell anything to anybody. Nobody will trust you for any reason. Nobody will trust you for any reason. And that's why a portfolio is very important. Now, um, a portfolio is always, it doesn't have to be legitimately works that you've done for other clients. It can be works that you've practiced with. They're just things that shows that you are actually someone that is doing those kind of things. Things that shows that okay, you this is what you do, and these are examples of things that you have done. So it's very important. I'm hoping that others that wanting to join will join in tonight, so that I really feel it's very important, because since when I started to have a portfolio of my works, it's made it client acquisition easier. It made it like, what do you do? If anybody's asking, sorry, can I see any of your video edits? I have a place to show them. I have places, not a place. I have places. I have different means of showing off my work as a portfolio. Welcome, um, Blessing, and everyone. So, is everyone hearing me? Is everyone following me so far? Please reply in the chat. Let me know. Reply in the chat. Let me know quickly. Let me know if you guys are following. All right. So I'm recapping again. Felicia, so you can hear me, and I was calling your name that time. You didn't answer. So, as I was saying, it is important that in one link, in one place, there is an archive of everything you've done or everything you are. There must be a place that people, you don't need to explain yourself, that people can directly see what you are doing. And it is very important. No matter your niche, there must be a way to display your work. I'm going to try and cover everybody's niche, the major niches that are on this SMS group. and how you can actually display your works and display your work. So they are now they are going to. I think I'm going to talk about 5 different types of means at which you can display your work. Number one, social media. You can have your professional account most of the time is literally your portfolio. Take note, your professional account is literally your portfolio. That is where you can share and someone can see what you are doing. And that is why it is important that your professional account should not be mixed with your personal account. All these ones that are staying on Facebook, please, I've still be shouting. Even if you are staying on Facebook, have a different separate Facebook page that is meant for your work, so that if someone asks, let me see the your clothes that you've sewn or your designs that you've done, there should be a place. If you have done any graphic design, for example, now Blessing, the other day I saw your page, I saw that you've not been posting a lot of the works that you've done. There are many works that you have done that are not on your Facebook page. Every single video edit, every single graphic you do, every single voiceover you do should not be left on your phone, should be kept in a place that people can access it. No matter how bad it is, no matter how good it is, keep them in a place that you can share it to people. Even if you're a writer, I'm going to show you guys, I wish Phineas was here so that I'll show him. I'm going to show you guys a writer's portfolio. I'm going to show you guys a voiceover artist portfolio. Everything that you have done, people like Charles now, all the edits that you have done, carry everything. If you delete them, I'll punch you. Carry everything. There must be a place you keep everything that people can see. It's like a museum of your work. Sometimes I look through some of my old edits and I'm like, wow, these edits are crazy. Some of them are very, very annoying. I'm looking at the edit and I'm like, Samuel, is it you that did this? But as much as it is a portfolio for your client, it's also a means of you tracking yourself. So I'm going to be showing us different means at which you can build your portfolio. So as I said, number one, social media is your portfolio. Number two, websites. Having a website is getting more and more easier nowadays. Some of us, I think one of the most trustworthy ways of displaying your work is having your own website. And a landing page does not, when I was talking about portfolio, his mind just went straight to a landing page. Yes, a landing page can be used as your portfolio, but is not the only way at which you can display your work. So I will share with us why a landing page is effective and what a landing page is effective for, and how you can actually get one. Because there are means. I'm going to be sharing us simple things like Canva. You can actually build a whole landing page around your business on Canva for free without needing to know how to do web design. My first ever portfolio was a Canva website. My first ever portfolio was a Canva website, and I'll show you guys my first portfolio. If I'm looking at that portfolio now, I'm like, it's crazy, but it was one of the first things that I was using to apply for jobs. Some of us that are in the tech space, you know that some companies will ask you, let me see your website, let me see your portfolio, and they want to see these things. So it's important that you have a place that anytime someone asks you, you should show. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. I spoke about social media as a portfolio. That's one. I spoke about website as a portfolio. That's two. Then you can
not only really held back my progress.
Another major means at which you can show off your work is on an online cloud, e.g. Google Drive. I think most of the ones I've seen more popular is Google Drive. Then you can also have a portfolio. As I said, social media, but social media there are some social medias that are best for portfolios than others. I have seen people that use a YouTube page.
But in some points,
on YouTube, you can upload anything you want. So I saw one video editor. He opened a YouTube page, brand new YouTube, and uploaded all his video edits on one YouTube page. And that's what he's using as his portfolio. Anybody that asks him, where are your edits? It's on his YouTube. I saw a voiceover artist. Where is Joyous? I saw a voiceover artist that all the voiceovers that she had done was on an Instagram page. So anybody that is asking now, where are your voiceovers? Let me see samples. Everything was on Instagram. Thereby, it is a portfolio there. It is that Instagram is a portfolio for the person. I saw a writer. I'm going to show you the writer. The writer pitched out to me, and I asked him, "Sorry, can I see your works?" And he had the archive of his works on Google Drive. All the writings that he had done, he will save it in Google, in Docs documents, and put it on Google Drive, so that anybody that is asking him for his writings, it is there. Every work that you've done, you must have a place to show it, a place to save it. You are a musician here. If you had recorded a song, you have recorded a voiceover, a music, whatever, have a place that people can easily access it and see. So now there is what we call, I'm going to for the business guys, people like Chigozie, there's what we call a sales page, and there's what we call a portfolio page. I'm going to show you guys the differences and why, like someone like Sir Joshua, a sales page is more important to him than a portfolio page. A sales page is where you are showing who you are, what you offer, and examples of what you've done, or what I call what do you call that thing, self? I'm trying to remember. The thing is skipping my head. Client results, but there's another name that I call it. So results that you have gotten for someone, you need a place to any for example, blessing now. If you have done a design for someone and the thing helped that person's business, and the person gave you a remark, every remark that people give you, save it out. I used to screenshot. Who saw my VSL, the video that I posted? Was it, when did I post that video? Last week. I think. Did anybody see it? Charles, do you see? I think Charles, Sir Joshua, you saw my VSL. I don't know who else saw it. You will notice that I was writing. I spoke about results that I had given clients, and that's because I had kept some of those. If someone tells me, "Oh, I love your video edit," I'll screenshot it and keep it. It is part of my portfolio. It's part of the things that shows my authenticity, that validates me. So now, I hope everybody, with all I've said, everybody understands the importance of a portfolio and other means of it. So I'm going to be sharing for you. Please, is everyone following me? Let me know. Is everyone following me? Okay. So, all right. So, I'm going to be sharing with you some different means of building your portfolio, showing off your work. Now, I'm going to use some of my stuffs as an example. I'm going to be sharing my screen. I hope you guys will be able to see my screen, because I'm also recording this session on video. So I'm trying to test something out eventually. So can you guys see my screen? Um, Please, someone should mute their mic and tell me. Can someone see my screen? Can someone should mute their mic and tell me? I'm not checking the chat.
Yes, sir. I can see you, sir.
Okay. All right.
I can't see you, sir.
You can't see it, Joy.
Yes, sir.
You're not seeing the screen I'm sharing. Right now. Okay.
Samuel, we can see your screen. Maybe it's a network.
Okay. So, right now I'm sharing this. Now, this is what I call a sales page. This was my first ever portfolio or sales page. I can call it both a portfolio and a sales page. But Kai, this is a portfolio, Jerry. This was made on Canva. This whole thing, this whole page. This was my first ever page to show off my video editing works. Was made on Canva. I think almost all of us know Canva now. If you don't know Canva, you should get out from this group chat. I'm just joking. But this was made
Are you
on
chasing us away?
I'm not I'm not chasing anybody away. But I want to be sure that if at any time you can't see my screen, except it was network or something, please let me know. So this was Canva. I remember when I wanted to start showing off my works. I opened Canva, and Canva has a, let me open Canva right now. So on Canva, I think it is on mobile also. So let me show you something. Let me open Canva new. It should be on mobile. So on Canva, I think it's on mobile. Yes, it's on mobile because Canva desktop and mobile, they are the same. So Canva, there is an option for websites. There's an option for website. This one that I'm hovering here is an option for websites. If you want to build a website directly from Canva, even on the free edition, you can. You can. And you can design a place even if you are not, let's say you are not proficient in graphic design. Sorry, you're not proficient in. There are templates. Now see templates. If you look to my left, all these stuffs are template. Let me click on a free template. Okay, this is a free template. Okay, no, not this one. Whose mic is unmuted? Okay. So this is a template. This is another template. Okay, this is another template for someone that, I think this one, the person is showing off. I think this is a free template. So this person, he's showing off his, whatever he's doing. I think he's talking about clothing. So he's showing it off. And right now he's not, this is a template. So imagine you were selling some shirts. You could show off your shirt. Instead of, you could replace this shirt and put your own shirt here instead of this one. You could literally design a whole website directly from Canva. And that was what I did here. This is my Canva website that I did. I think it was last year, beginning of last year, sometime like that. So this was my portfolio page where I said my video editing portfolio, Samuel Adebayo, whatever, work with me. Who is Samuel? I am blah blah blah. Started. I showed my experience, so I'm writing down my experience. People I had worked with. All this time was 2023. So I showed a certificate I had in video editing, which right now all these things are not useful, but it was useful for me back then. I showed off some of my edits because one thing about Canva, you can share a video. So I can share a YouTube video. So I was able to paste some of my edits here. I showed some of the skills that I have or some of my expertise and how they can reach out to me. My email, my phone number, blah, blah, blah. Now, one thing about Canva is that they cannot click on any button, but you can see that it is still effective. It is still effective. Then under here, I think it's loading, but I showed off more of my works. A lot of my works were here. I don't know why they are not showing here. But see, some of my old edits that are done. This was where I put them. So an example of how you can be able to host some of your works for free. Now, if you check the name of the website name is samueladebayo.mycanva.site. Now, I got this domain for free. I didn't pay anything to Canva. As of this time, I was not using the paid version. Now I'm using the paid version, but I wasn't using the paid version of Canva at this particular period. And I got a domain name. It's just that the downside is that the domain name will have .canva.site. If you are running a business and you want to show pictures of your business like people like Sachigoze, you want to show some of the product you've sold, you can have this and put the pictures on this kind of page, and anybody that asks you, you just send them a link to this place. So this is how this is an example of how you can quickly make for free, even without the expertise of a graphic designer, sorry, of a website designer. You can use some of Canva's templates and recreate something for your business. It must not be beautiful exactly, especially if it's your first one. Like this, my first one was very ugly, but it should be good enough that you can show people your work. In one place, I have all my previous videos that I edited. See the one I edited for Jonathan Issa at that time. And I put everything here, and they can click on it. Let me see. Let me click on one of my videos if it will load. I've not been using this website for a while.
Tired of unreliable.
So let me not disturb it. But this is how I showed up my portfolio initially. Now, this might not apply to everybody, but I believe that it is important for everybody should have at least a landing page about you. At least about you, what you do, your experiences. It's like your CV, but not your CV. Your CV or your resume, but in a more professional way than just having a document. So please, if you can spend out time, I think I built this whole thing in 1 or 2 days, and I did it with Canva's template. Now, here's my present website. I used an app called Framer, and I think this app only runs on computers. So I'm not really, I know 80% of us don't have a computer in this group chat. But this was my website. I'm planning to work on this website. There are many things I want to change actually. But this is my present website. How they contact me and whatever like that. But you can't, if you are having a laptop, I would advise you use this one. If you're not having a laptop, there's what they call Framer. So this is the Framer. I think I showed Blessing the other day. Was it Blessing? No, Precious. So this is Framer. This is where I designed everything generally. So, but I also use a template. Framer has their template. I didn't design this whole thing from scratch. It was a template I used, and even though it's ugly, I plan to update it. But it was something I used. So these are examples of my own. So I'm going to show you guys something how other people do their stuff. Please let me go back to the chat. Was everyone seeing my screen, and is everyone following me? Please.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I can't see your screen.
Okay. I want to know that everybody was seeing it. Let it not be that it's only a certain set of people that were seeing it. I want to be sure that, please, other people, reply if you could see it. Right now, I'm just showing Discord right now. Okay, so I believe if there's anybody that didn't see it. So now I showed you guys my own website. I showed you guys my own examples. On mobile, you can everybody download Canva, run a portfolio page. It is on Canva. You can run a website. I think I checked it out, and you can build a website on Canva from scratch. You can edit it. There are different designs. Let me see another design on Canva. Okay. This one is a pro stuff. There are free ones, there are pro ones. I think Canva subscription is around $2 or $3. I don't know how much it is in Naira. I used to use dollar card to subscribe for some of these things. So see different sites, see different templates. You don't need to build things from scratch. Use their templates. Replace some of all these things. Depending on your niche. Let me see a website for a voiceover artist. Let me see if they have an example of a website. Okay, so I'm seeing something, but I think all these ones I'm seeing are pro. Okay, I've seen a free one. But this does not look like a voiceover artist website. This is an artist, but not a voiceover artist. So, like, this website that I just opened, this template is a free template actually. So you can actually just replace some of these things with your own words. You can see the person is saying, "Hi, I'm Gordon." It could be, "Hi, I'm Blessing. I am a graphic designer with 10 years of experience." It can be replaced with your own stuff. So this is Canva. And no, so what I'll show in terms of that's what I'm going to show in terms of websites. Now I'm showing another portfolio. Now I'm going to show a portfolio. This is Google Drive. I don't know how many of us know Google Drive. We should all know Google Drive, please. I don't want to start explaining things. But now this is Google Drive. This guy that owns this portfolio is a writer.
Right, and sky high prices?
He's a writer. I don't know, my Bluetooth is playing music. Sorry. He's a writer, and he reached out to me because he wanted to write for me. And I asked him, "Where can I see your works?" And he sent me a Google Drive of most of his best write-ups, articles that he has written for people. So this is one of his write-up that he wrote. I don't think I read them, but he wrote this for someone. Okay, this is a Twitter post that he wrote for someone, and he saved it. He saved all his articles. Where is what's his name? Is this guy here? Where's that?
Phineas.
Phineas. Is Phineas here? Phineas is not here. Anyways, but this is an example of a writer that kept all his documents so this is his portfolio as a writer. So this is an example of, now I'm going to show you guys. I also have a Google Doc. You can access Google Doc on your phone, please. So let me know. I'm trying to make sure that editing examples. Okay. So this is someone's portfolio. There was someone that reached out to me as a video editor. This is his portfolio of his videos that he had edited. So even you as a graphic designer, you can have a Google Drive folder of all your designs. And even if you have not made a website, if someone asks for your work, you can show them a Google Drive folder. Let me show you guys my own. Okay. So except for that my website that I have, I still have an archive of video edits that I have done, all on Google Drive. All my video edits that I've done for anybody that I've done edits for in this life, I uploaded it on Google Drive. Though I know that Google pays, what they call it, they have a payment plan for higher this thing. But if you are doing voiceovers, if you are doing graphic designs, you should be able to use the free ones. If you are doing video editing, please go and buy a Google Drive account. If you are doing any heavy work. But if you are just having pictures, for example, fashion designer, you're a fashion designer and you don't have a place that all the pictures of all your fashion is, you're missing out. You should have a place that if someone asks, "Let me see all your fashion stuffs," in one click they should be able to see the pictures. So this is an example. Like, Google Drive is an example of a place that you can host all your work. Now I'm going to talk about Instagram. I love Instagram for one reason. Instagram is also a great place. I saw. Let me check for. Okay. So now you see this Instagram page. This is someone's Instagram page for fashion designing. And all her fashion design stuff that she has ever done, she snapped a picture of it and upload. Now this is her portfolio. You see that she's not posting any other thing on this place except for her fashion designs. So anybody that wants to see her work in one place, they can see every of her work. Do you see any personal post here? Did anybody see any personal post here? Someone should unmute their mic and let me know. Are you seeing any personal post here? Every post that is here. Exactly. So your portfolio, if you are using social media as your portfolio, make sure that that social media is dedicated for your work. You can't share someone your social media account and it is filled up with, I know, yes, it should not be your personal account. Your personal account can have your gospel stuff, your motivational quotes, but your professional account, please, that is where people can see your work. I can come here as a as a fashion designer, or sorry, as a client for this fashion designer, and I can come here and be like, okay, I want this style, or I want this style. Like, it makes me easier to work with you. I don't need to start asking you, please, I'm trying to explain the styles. No, you just send me your portfolio and I'm seeing all the styles and I'm like, okay, this is the style I want. Can you replicate it? Yes. Because you've done it before, you can do it again. So Instagram is very powerful because Instagram has always helped to keep high quality videos, high quality pictures. So if you are doing any business, let me share you guys a business person. Okay, so this person is selling glasses. I think I wanted to buy blue light glasses from the person. So this person is selling glasses. That is her business, and all she's showing is glasses. This is her. When I came to her and I said, please, I want to buy glasses, she said, just go to my Instagram, select any glasses that you want, I will get it for you. Like, it made my work easier. I didn't need to start explaining to her the kind of glasses I want. I'm trying to order a blue light glasses because recently my eye has been aching me. So I just needed to come to her Instagram and select one, and she, like, it makes working with you easier when you have a one link. So Instagram is a great place for people to host your work. I believe that if you cannot build a website, have a specific Instagram page. I'm going to suggest Instagram more than any other places. Have a specific Instagram. You can have your personal brand. You remember I spoke about personal branding where you are doing videos. You can have your personal. There are people that have multiple websites. There is one of my multiple accounts. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that my friend. What's his name again? Followers. Big J, yes, exactly. Big J, now this is one of my guys. He's a photographer. This is where he keeps every of his pictures that he snaps. Every picture that he snaps. And he's also a documentary person. So he has a separate account. Let me show you. He has a separate account for his documentaries. So this is his personal brand. He records videos for his personal brand here. But if anybody wanted to see his pictures, all they need to do is to come to his account for pictures. Then if anybody wants to see his documentary, he had a separate account for his documentary. So he does documentary about Jos people's tradition. That's people's tradition in Jos. So he does video documentaries. You can see a lot of the documentaries, people riding on horse. So he has separate accounts for different aspects of his life. Generally, he does three different things. He does documentary, he's a photographer, and he's a content creator. He didn't mix everything. He has three accounts for the three different things that he's doing. So this is an example of how Instagram can be your portfolio. If you can't build a website, have an Instagram page that you need to, don't show. I don't know if you people have heard about the saying, show, don't tell. Show people your work. Don't tell. You don't need to start explaining your work when you can show them your work. And if you are calling yourself a graphic designer and all the graphics that you've designed, all of them you've deleted it, please, I need to delete you. Please don't delete any work you have done, whether it's good or it's bad, whether you're ashamed of it or not. Someone needs that service. Keep it in a place that people can reach out and see it. So, let me go back to Discord. Joyous, you said no. What was no for? So, as I was saying, you should have a place. Why is Precious? Precious, send me the link of your portfolio. may no be like say I only dey show people where dey this place. Precious, send me the link of your portfolio. Or you forgot, you don't know the link of your portfolio. Offhead. You don't know your website. You see how you miss clients. Let me show you Precious Own. Precious Own is she's a programmer, and she's showing off some of her programming stuff. So let me show you guys. Now, is there anybody here that you feel that you don't know how to show off your work? Anthony is a graphic designer. I've given you an example of how Instagram is the best place for graphic designers. Please don't use Facebook for showing off your work. Instagram, or you create your own website. Blessing, you're a graphic designer, have an Instagram account. Charles, you're a video editor, have a website, have Instagram account, or have a Google Drive. Chigozie, what do you do? I've always been asking. Daniel, you do music, right? Musicians can record their songs, their records, some of the stuff they've done. Okay, so Precious has shared me a portfolio. Let me show you guys Precious's portfolio. So everybody in this group, I've shown you easy ways. Oh God, see beautiful person. Precious, you've not still worked on the things I told you to work on this place. But anyways, so this is Precious' portfolio. She's a programmer, so it is important that her portfolio needs to show her programming skills. And this was a website that she built, I think, was it 3 years ago or so? So it's not even recent. So it's her picture, is who she is. She's a front-end developer. See links to her LinkedIn, links to her what they call it, her GitHub, what she is, 3 years of experience, what she offers, this bachelor's degree, some of her experience, some of her skills. She's skilled at HTML. Like, you can see that in one place, someone can know about her. Did she need to explain for me anything? She didn't need to explain. See her project, some of her projects that she has done. See how someone can contact her. In one place, if anybody wants to do business with her, in one place, I can be able, in just one page. So even like she's a programmer, she can afford to build this from scratch. But let me tell you guys, you can do this whole thing from scratch. This Precious website is too easy that you can do it on Canva without even needing a programmer. And how this is like 3 years ago that she did this stuff. So that's an example. I've shown you guys example of how to do portfolio in every X. Now, Anthony, you said X. X is a good place for building your personal brand, but I don't believe X is the best place for your portfolio. Reason why? Because you will want to be posting normal stuffs. Like, if you're a graphic designer, a video editor, you want to post other things. So if you send someone your X account as your portfolio, the person has to filter through your own personal content to see your work. Though, I think on X, like for example, on X, this is my X. Are you guys seeing my screen? Please, if someone is seeing my screen, please let me know. Can someone see my screen? Someone should mute their mic, please. I'm not hearing. I'm not seeing it. No one is seeing my screen. I didn't hear anybody. Someone should mute their mic. Okay, Behance. I'm going to tell you about Behance. Okay. Now, okay. For example, on X now, there's a page called Highlights page. I think. Yes, all right. Thank you very much. So I think this highlight page can be used to highlight your work. So like me, I'm using it to highlight my work. But if I send my link, my X link to someone, a client that does not know about this highlights page, he might not quickly come here at first glance to see my work. He will come to my main post and have to scroll through my normal post to see my work. So that's why I don't recommend X. As X is your personal brand. You can build a personal brand there, but you should not use it only as your portfolio. Now your portfolio, you should be able to share it on your socials. So on your socials, there should be a link to your portfolio. Now Behance is another great example. Isaiah, you asked about Behance. Behance is another great example. I don't have a Behance account, but let me open Behance. Now Behance is great for motion designers, graphic designers. Behance, let me show you. Behance, Pinterest is another place to show off your work. If you guys know about Pinterest, I've seen people share their works on Pinterest alone. So these are different ways of hosting your work. I don't think I have a Behance account, so I have a Behance account actually. Which accounts don't I have in this life? I can't remember when I opened the Behance account, but I don't hustle too much. I have to authenticate this. But anyways, you can run Behance. Behance is another great place, especially for graphic designers, motion designers, designers generally. Gamers use Behance to show off their work. So these are different means of showing off the work. Oh, okay. And I said I was going to talk about rate cards today, but so far, do you guys understand what a portfolio is? Please, I need everybody's response on the group chat. On the group chat, everyone does. So far, I've shown you guys how how you can show your work. Show, not just show your work, show who you are. Now, if there's no much time, I wanted to explain a sales page for mostly the business people. Like my present website is not just a portfolio, it's a sales page. Now what does a sales page do? A sales page shows your offer, like what are you offering to your clients, what services you are offering to your clients. So it's kind of similar with a portfolio, but people can buy things from you from a sales page. People can register for your course from a sales page. People can register from, so that one, for a sales page you need a dedicated website. You can use Framer, but you need a more dedicated website to sell your stuffs, to show off your work and sell your stuff. So you can build their places like Charles. I remember there are places like what they call this thing that they used to host websites. I've forgotten.
Cardio,
Yeah,
WordPress,
yeah,
WordPress.
yeah. WordPress. Not only WordPress. There's another one like that, but generally if you want to host a sales page, you have to be more professional, or you find someone that is more professional. So if you are selling your business, sharing your work, you want people to buy from you directly from your website, I suggest start to invest into a sales page. If you are showing off your skills, showing off your work, have a portfolio that you show, have a place that you show all your stuff. Domain, Isaiah, are you asking about domain? Now there are free domains, kind of. So for example, I gave example as Canva that had a domain name for free. I don't know if you the problem is that if you are building a website from scratch, you have to buy your own domain names. Except you are using things like Vercel, like people like Precious. She's using Vercel because she can host something. There are different ways of hosting stuff, so it's more technical. But for the simple stuffs, I've been able to show you guys how you can simply build these things on your own, even with your phone. If you don't know any other thing, either you use Canva or you go and host all your work on what they call it, Instagram. Instagram is my best recommendation. Open a new Instagram page and post all your work. If you delete any work that you've done, you are missing out. So that is it so far concerning portfolios. Does anyone have any question on portfolios quickly? I could go in depth more, but I really needed it to be broad enough for everybody to envision how they can build their own portfolio. Because I'm not just saying this for saying sake. Everybody in this group chat should build their own. There must be a place you're showing your work, and I'm going to ask for it. So between now and next month, I'm going to ask and I'm going to review everybody's portfolio. It can be an Instagram page that is you are using as your portfolio. It can be a Google Drive. It can be a website. I'm going to ask,
Introducing Carb.
I'm going to ask everybody. Agreed. Agreed. Do we agree?
Agree.
Okay. By next month, I'm giving us 1 month period.
Yes, sir.
Maybe it might feel too much, but agreed. Is there anybody here that is confused about where to host your work? If there's anybody here that does not know where to host your work, let me know. So I'm going to ask every one of us individually. Now, where do you plan to host your work, or where are you hosting your work now? Either you have a place you are hosting your work now, or you're having plans for hosting your work. Type it in the group chat. Anthony, Blessing, Charles, Chigozie, Daniel, Felicia, Isaiah, Joyous, and Precious. Where do you plan to host your work? Okay, Anthony, IG. So I'm expecting an IG page from you to host your work. Everybody that is on this call, Chigozie, IG. IG is making it. Nobody wants to build a website. Website makes you more professional. Website makes you more professional. Precious Vassell. Okay, Isaiah, you started with Behance. Do you already have it hosted on Behance? Card, yes. Card is another place. Charles, you know about Card. I don't like Card generally, but it's actually great. So don't mind me. It's my own preference. I have a beef with Card, but Card is great. IG Joyous. Now Joyous, I think you are a voiceover artist. What you do is that when you record your voiceover, you will. Why did my light off? When you record your voiceover, put a picture of it, or you know those audio waves, all those audio waves that they used to do. Record your voiceover, just edit an audio wave above it, and post it on. And also please add captions if you are doing that as a voiceover artist. Daniel, IG, Precious, stop going too technical. I know Netlify. I don't like it. Yeah, we know that you know what you're doing. Chigozie, Canva. Please, thank God. Finally, someone is building a website. How many of us are going to build a website here? Using Canva, at least for an example. Canva, I've said it. It makes you more professional. You want to charge more money, please build a website if you can. It's not, I showed you guys my first website. I showed you guys my second website. I'm planning to do a third one between now and the end of this month. It's the same thing. I'm just going to use Canva. Precious, I will punch you. You are using Vassell. You are using Netlify. You want to use Canva. How many things do you want to use? Please, don't try me. So, Sir Joshua, are you with us? So, there's one more. I wish I could share with us about Notion. I think one day I will dedicate a teaching to Notion. Who knows about Notion here? Notion is also another place to host your work, but also Notion is a place for productivity. And one day I'm going to teach us on Notion. I have a whole Notion page dedicated to my productivity, and it has helped me personally to be able to. I thought Notion was to write. Precious, you are just starting. Notion, there is so much someone can do in Notion. There are people that build a whole food website with just Notion. And Notion is very big, very broad. So I think maybe one of these days, remind me, maybe that might be my next teaching. But Notion is a place that I'm going to teach us how to use it for both productivity and also maybe website building. I use it for my productivity. That's like my second brain. Anyway, so I think I promised sharing you guys what a rate card is. Please don't judge my rate card. I'm not rich, but I'm going to show you guys my rate card, my present rate card for my client works, so that you guys can understand what a rate card is. People that were asking me, where's my rate card in this my laptop? Oh, my my brand. Oh Jesus. Video edits, my brand. Okay, yes. So I'm going to share you guys my present rate card. I didn't know much about rate cards until recently, and it recently helped me in one of my works. So I'm sharing with you guys my rate card. You will see a picture of my rate card. This is my rate card for video editing. This is my rate card for video editing. So now, what is a rate card? I'm just going to briefly, I don't want to waste our time, but Figma, do they have a free plan? I've used Figma for something, but it's been long, so I can't remember if they have a free plan. But I know I never paid for them, so I think they have a free plan. They should. Precious, you can answer this. Anyway, so back to rate card. Now, for those ones that are seeing my rate card, okay, Figma does not have a free plan anymore. I think it's because of some of their AI features. So now, this is my rate card. This rate card, now for people that are scared of asking prices or pricing your work. Now remember, I think we once thought about how to price your work on this thing. If you have forgotten, you need to go back to those recordings. I think the recordings is there. But we spoke about how to price your work. Now, once you have been able to find accurate price for your value, let's say your graphic design, your voiceover, look at, I'm not going to teach about pricing now, but once you've gotten how to price yourself among your peers based on what you offer, you can have a rate card. Now, a rate card is where you show your pricings based on what offer you are giving. So, for example, let me use a voiceover artist like Joyous. Let's say you now a company meets you for voiceover, and you say, okay, I am pricing that for 5 minutes voiceover, I'm going to charge 200,000. For 10 minutes voiceover, I'm going to charge 400,000. For voiceover with a script, I'm going to charge this one. For voiceover without a script, I'm going to charge this thing. So when you come up with your rates based on what services you offer, you can put everything in your rate card. And when anybody asks you how much do you charge, please, if you have come up with this, instead of arguing with them how much, just send them the rate card. I think when I started using rate card, it made my negotiation easier. It's like you entering Walmart. I say Walmart. Do we have Walmart in Nigeria? It's like you entering ShopRite, and everything there is fixed. So people don't need to argue. They immediately know your value. Either they can afford you or they can't. If they can afford you, or even if they can't afford you, it gives them a place to negotiate from. They'll be like, sorry, Samuel, this $300 is too much. Please, can you reduce it? So now you have given them a basis. You've given them a baseline. So maybe before, when they came to your DM, they were expecting your product to be 50,000. But when you sent your rate card and all of a sudden they saw 300,000, their expectations changes. Either they get out from your DM if they can't afford you, or all of a sudden they won't have the mind to tell. Maybe your rate is 200,000. They won't have the mind to tell you, please, can you do it for 50,000? When they are, please, Charles, that's my rate card. Don't save it to your gallery. This is for international. Don't go and use my rate card and charge your clients. So some clients will just tell you what's your problem. Me, there's a reason I'm charging this high. And would you believe that I just did my recent before. I don't charge as high as this. I used to charge lower, but recently I improved my VSL, my scripts, and some other things. And because of the offer that I'm doing, I am charging much more. So not to edit them. I'm charging much more easily. I'm charging much more because of some specific things I'm offering. So it makes it that the person cannot have the mind to charge you 50,000 now when he's seeing on your rate card 200,000. He cannot price 50,000. Like, even if he wanted to price, he will tell you, please, just make it 190,000. Like, he won't be able to price from 200,000 down to 50,000 because he has seen a fixed standard. Now, in this case, it varies. I'm not saying this is a hard cut rule. It varies for individuals and your services that you're offering, but this helps to avoid too much of arguments. And when I started using this, it helped my life. So this is a rate card, and funny enough, I designed this rate card on Canva. I don't like graphic designers, no vex with me. I don't like stressing myself with graphic designers. Let me show you guys. Where is my I just opened now. Let me share with you guys something quickly. I know we are already late with time, but hope everyone is learning something, please. Um, so that's hope everyone is learning something. Please, you know me, I'm the technical kind of person, so I'm always I'm always Canva everything. See, that's why I subscribe for Canva. So, can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, someone should unmute their mic and tell me if you can see my screen. Someone should just unmute their mic. Let me know. Someone should unmute their mic if you can see my Canva screen. And let me know. I'm not seeing the chat.
I can see it, I can see it.
Okay. So now on Canva, you can just search on their search bar, just search rate card. Search rate card. You will see examples. All these ones are rate cards. Let me show you the one I copied. Where's the one I copied? I don't even know if it is here. I changed the colors, I changed everything, so you will see rate cards. You can see different designs of rate cards for different niches. See this person. What does this person do? Okay, this person is a baker. No, not a content creator. So this is the person's rate card. You can customize the template. Now, I think some of them are free, some of them are paid, but you can always do something with it. So customize this. You can just pick one of them. If you don't have Canva Pro, please get Canva Pro. If you can. See, let me not lie to you, it's good to invest in your work. And my investment, there are some subscriptions I invest. I don't joke with Canva. I know if you see, I'm having one Canva red bar here. That's because my subscription has not been renewed. My card is having issues. But minus that, see different rate cards that you can just copy their design. You don't need to start designing from scratch. Copy their design and replace the information with your stuff and replace the colors with your brand colors. So rate card, this is how you can get rate card easily. Any design stuff, any professional stuff that you want to have for your brand, you can just get a design for it from Canva. Please learn to use Canva for a lot of things. It has made work easier for entrepreneurs like us. I don't have to start meeting Blessing for designs. So I think this is where I'm going to stop for tonight. Where's Blessing? Blessing, are you in this call? Blessing hates me. I'm spoiling her business with Canva today. All right, so guys, do you guys all understand everything I said? Thank you, Sir Isaiah, for listing down everything. So Canva, Google Drive, Netlify, Vercel, card websites, Framer, Notion. Then you can add social media this thing to it. Social media platforms. I think I've shown us a lot of ways to host our work. So I am giving all of us now, SMS, we don't joke with things. Everybody must have a place to show off your work. And I'm giving all of us, what's today's date? Today is 12. Sir Joshua, which date should I give for them to finish their work? Okay, let me give like 1 month. So 12th of next month, hopefully. I know Joshua will say lower than that, but please, I want everyone to have him. If on by that time, all I'll ask for you is send me a link of your work. Send me a link. Everybody will send me their links of their work, and I'll review what they are doing well and what they are not doing well. As you can see, these are things I am building and it is helping me, and these are things that you can build and it will help you also. So with this, I have come to the end of the portfolio and rate card session. Anybody that missed it, I'm not going back to it. It is recorded in voice and video. So I think I have 2 videos to upload. Sir Joshua, I wanted to live stream it, but you're not online to help me with one of the keys like that, so I couldn't. Anyways, so that's the end of this session. Is there any question? Please, if you have any question in everything I've said so far. If you have any question in anything I've said so far, indicate. If not, hold your peace. Sir Joshua, do you have anything for us this night? Since nobody, I don't know, you guys don't like asking questions. Later, you find a hitch and you now come and meet me in my DM. Sir Joshua, can you unmute your mic? Let's hear from you, sir.
Good, Mr. Sam. Thank you very much for tonight. Thank you so much for the session. I don't represent this night, Sha. I think it's time for us to go and apply. So one month time, we should all have website. Sorry, I just saw your message on WhatsApp now. You know how my Mondays normally go, so I just saw a message on WhatsApp. Well, nevertheless, I think since you already made an alternative, that's also fine. The few things I have is we are preparing for the Skillshare challenge, which is very, very close on it all. Registration for the Skillshare challenge will begin very soon. We will be having new members coming in, I'm sure of that. And you want to set yourself ready to start getting your resources and everything that you know are necessary. You know how the Skillshare challenge has always been, so start getting those ready